Hello everybody, my name is Leon McQuay. Today we're going to be talking about disability insurance. So recently we've talked a lot about insurance, right? And there's things called health insurance, business insurance, vehicle insurance, so many things to talk about. But today there's more. Yeah, there's more, which is disability insurance. Now by the name of it, you know what it is, right? It is the type of insurance that's going to give you financial benefits, so you're going to be getting financial support whenever you are in a state of being disabled. So you would get financial benefit in the event that you became disabled. So as just as every other insurance, you would need to pay what's called as a premium. And so basically it's what you pay for a insurance company so that they would provide you with the service that you want, right? And so usually they will pay back for you the amount of money that you would make. So let's imagine this. Let's say you make $10,000 per month. That's crazy, right? Like $10,000 crazy. But just for the easier stakes. So if you ever got disabled and you cannot work, that means you lose all of those money and you don't have any money else to support yourself or support your health, etc. So that is when disabled insurance comes into your mind, because that is when it's going to help to protect you. So there are two types of disabled insurance. First is short-term insurance, which is usually a type of insurance that's going to last for around, let's say, a month. So if you have a disability, like not a month, like counted by months or less than a year. So let's say if you have an injury with your knee, if you fall, if you got into like a car accident, something like that. Also, it's also included in if you are pregnant. So if you're pregnant for, let's say, 9 months, and then the after period, after you gave birth, you have to take care of your kid, you have to breastfeed them too, and those are the times where you are their caregiver and you are going to have a very big influence on them. So you want to stay at home and take care of them, right? But you still have the work to do, and you cannot just drop out, because first, if you drop out of your work, then it's going to be very hard for you to find a work later. And secondly, you will lose the finance that you need, right? Because even if you are not going anywhere, maybe you're just staying at home, you still need money for a lot of other things. In this world, money is the key, right? So that is why there comes financial benefit from disability insurance. So you would have to pay a lower premium than the other form of insurance that we're going to be looking at later, and it usually will pay for you around 60% to 70% of your salary. So let's say you earn $10,000 a year, no, a month. That's impressive, right? So if you got a disability, so they will pay you after you pay them the premium, then they'll pay you around 60%. So that means they'll pay you $6,000 per month when you got into that disability. And after you got out of it, you still have to go to work again, buddy. And secondly, we have is long-term insurance. So long-term insurance is the type of insurance that you would have to pay a higher premium. It's usually going to cost more because the insurance company is going to have to provide you for a way much longer term, so a way much longer run. So that's why there comes the higher premium. But with that higher premium comes with the higher percentage, right? So usually it will range from 60 to 80%, and it's up to the insurance company rates that you choose. So that's why it's so important that whenever you got any form of insurance, even if it's health or disability or finance, you still need to ensure that you go through different companies to find out the companies that offer you the best interest rates, right? And long-term insurance is going to be those insurance that's going to last for at least a year or counted by more than 8 months, things like that. So here comes the two forms of disabled insurance. And disabled insurance, although it may costly, It may be very costly to pay, but if you pay it wisely and if the insurance company actually gives you a good rate, that's going to help you a lot in your progress of healing from your disability and also helping you to get the quality of life that you should need, right? So that is plenty much about this able to insurance that we learned today. Thank you so much for listening and goodbye.